What is going on, folks? It is Rigor Mortis. We are back with yet another video, and today we are talking about Shiba Inu. Folks, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you guys. Today's video is going to be extremely random. What I wanted to do for you guys is just go through my thoughts about what's going on in the market, what the bulls are doing, what the bears are doing, what the whales are doing, and what I think is going to happen over the next couple of months, and more importantly, what I think is going to happen over the next couple of years. Obviously, I'm a big fan of Shiba Inu. I think we are going to do extremely well in the long term, but there might be some growing pains as we start getting into the second half of 2022. So that is what we are going to be talking about in today's video. If you guys are new around here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, join the family, throw a like on this video as it really helps the algorithm get it out to more people, and comment down below. I want to hear your thoughts and opinions about all things Shiba Inu. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. The first thing I want to talk about, and I know guys, we've been talking about it so much, but it underscores the importance of this, is the growing inflation rates here in the United States. Now, first and foremost, in previous videos, I told you guys that I think a lot of the fear that we have been seeing in the markets are due to the increasing inflation rate and fears that the interest rate is going to go up come March. That is the weapon, that is the tool that the Federal Reserve uses in order to get inflation rates down. We saw it with Ethereum, we saw it with Shiba Inu, we saw it across the whole board. Stocks, the cryptocurrency market, everything was struggling because the Federal Reserve came out and said, hey, we are going to play ball, we are going to start increasing these rates. And we started to fall. We saw Ethereum fall down to as low as 2.1K, absolutely insane. Shiba Inu going down as low as the 1961, even 1909 over here. Satoshis, that is. So yes, things started getting a little bit scary. But then the market, people started realizing, hey, let's price in this stuff. Instead of being all scared, people started realizing, okay, now that we have these interest rate hikes priced in, how are we going to move forward? And then we started seeing the market come to life because there are no shortage of reasons for people to be bullish on crypto right now. I follow Watcher Guru. Every single hour, they are tweeting a new reason to be bullish on crypto. Breaking, JP Morgan, just in, the US, just in, Warren Buffett, all of these things. Every single time I take a look at this Twitter page, there is a new reason to be bullish on crypto. So those were the colliding forces, and that's why we're seeing so much volatility in the market. The bulls are pushing the narrative that crypto is the future. All these hedge funds and institutions are getting involved, and that is driving up the price. But on the other side of the spectrum, we have these bears saying, whoa now, we have these increase in interest rates that is going to make people take a risk-off approach, pull their money out of stocks and crypto, and put them in safer yielding assets such as the 10-year Treasury bond. So those are the conflicting views right now. But I think in the long term, regardless of what we see and the volatility that we see up until midway through this year, I think crypto will dominate. But we have to keep in mind, we might see some pain leading up to midway throughout the year. And I say that because yes, we have the first interest rate hike already priced in. Shoot, even Shiba Inu priced it in. I mean, look at this 1 month chart. We priced it in and now we are continuing to grow. And that's what's even more interesting. Look at how these charts are so similar. We saw the big fall late in January and then boom. Look at the Ethereum and Shiba Inu chart. Now, they're not exactly identical, but they're extremely similar, which means that Shiba Inu is following the broader space very closely. So whatever happens to the broader space, guess what? It's going to directly impact our beloved Shiba Inu. So that's why we need to talk about this stuff, folks. Take a step back and look at it from a macro scale. So that's what's happening in terms of that. We have our first interest rate hike that's already priced in. And now the question becomes, how aggressive is the Federal Reserve going to be later on in 2022? As we start approaching midway throughout the year, that is going to be a crucial inflection point. Because if we can see that, hey, inflation is kind of taking care of itself a little bit, the Federal Reserve doesn't need to be so aggressive with interest rate hikes, we might actually see an astronomical bull run. I mean, I'm talking out of this world. If the Federal Reserve comes out and says, hey, that first interest rate hike took care of business, inflation is kind of taking care of itself, it's transitory, man, what we see following that is going to be enormous. Now, before we get into those implications, got to give a huge shout out to Webull. If you guys don't know, I am a Webull affiliate. That affiliate link is going to be in the description below and also pinned up at the top of the comments. When you use my link, deposit just 1 cent onto Webull, folks. 1 penny is all they are asking for. You are going to get 3 free stocks guaranteed, absolutely no questions asked. The combined value of those 3 free stocks can be all the way up to $6,300. Obviously, you do have to be a little bit lucky to get that combined value, but regardless, you are going to get those 3 free stocks. And keep in mind, you can now trade Shiba Inu on Webull. So a big shout out to Webull. Back to this chart. Let's zoom out even more. We have this 1-year chart, and of course, everybody is going to look at me and say, wow, you know, we've come a long way. We've got some good growth here in February. But where do we go so that we can get back to these all-time highs? So now we're going to start talking about Shiba Inu more specifically. Now, long-term, folks, I have no doubt in my mind, obviously nothing is guaranteed, but my opinion is that Shiba Inu is going to do extremely well. We are building, we are doing things, innovating in a way that no other cryptocurrency has ever done. But that being said, for those of you that are looking at short-term projections, I do believe we've already established our price in of that first interest rate hike. But the question becomes, what does the Federal Reserve do there after that? I don't think they want to instill fear in this market. This market is absolutely beautiful over the past couple of days. We've seen before what happens whenever they do instill fear. That's what happened late January. We saw stocks go down, we saw crypto go down, we saw everything go down. They don't want to do that. So I think they aren't going to be as aggressive, and I think the majority of the pain has already been priced in. But that being said, maybe they end up on the other end of the spectrum where they are a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more hawkish, and inflation isn't taking care of itself. So those are the types of things that keep me up at night, because we need to figure out, we need a little bit of clarity from the Federal Reserve as to what they're going to do. But on the other end of that, not only is crypto bullish in general, but man, when it comes to the reasons to be bullish on Shiba Inu, the list goes on and on. Right now, what's in the pipeline, obviously what I think is going to come first is either Shibarium, our Layer 2 solution, or the Doggy DAO, voting rights on the future of the ecosystem. Regardless, those are going to be 2 major catalysts. If anything, they're just as big as SHIBASWAP in my opinion. And SHIBASWAP has a new and improved V2 that is also coming out very soon. On top of that, we have our Shiboshis NFTs that are going to be involved with crypto gaming, a crypto game that is being developed right now by a AAA studio in Australia, led by William Volk, a past exec at Activision. So a lot going on in the world of Shiba Inu, and not to mention a mobile game that's also being developed at the same time. A deal with a restaurant, Wellies. I don't think any other cryptocurrency has ever done something like this before. So the reasons to be bullish are endless. And the question becomes, if all of those catalysts hit, if the development team and everybody else that's working on this project makes good on all of those promises. But we have a struggling crypto market because inflation rates are sky high and they're forcing the Federal Reserve to also increase interest rates. What happens to SHIB? I think we still do relatively well in that market, just because we are so much different and so much more innovative than any other cryptocurrency. We could divert and actually move independently. But that being said, and like I've said in previous videos, if the Federal Reserve isn't aggressive, the broader crypto market is doing well, stocks are doing well, Shiba Inu can flourish in that environment, and I think we can get to that $60 billion market cap easily this year, which means that we can shave off one of these zeros. So as of right now, it's going to become a waiting game. And right now, the dates that are the most important are March 4th and March 10th, where we are going to get labor statistics as well as CPI data. And those 2 dates could potentially dictate what the Federal Reserve ends up doing later on in March in their own meeting, where they will determine the interest rate hikes. So we are going to be on the lookout for those things. I figured I would make this video just spitballing some of my opinions about the broader market, Shiba Inu, where I think we are going, and why this token is so special. That is all I have for you guys in today's video. Please keep in mind, folks, I am by no means a financial advisor. I am obviously just some guy on the internet that's super passionate about this stuff, a big fan of Shiba Inu, but you have to go out and do your own research before investing in anything I talk about on my channel, as these videos are for entertainment and educational purposes only. Thank you guys so much for watching all the way to the end of the video. It really helps out the channel. It's been your boy Rigor Mortis. I am out the scene, folks. Peace out.